Our focus to the tragic accident in Assam where 5 Indian Air Force personnel have lost their lives after an AN-32 aircraft crashed during landing at the Jorhat Airbase in Assam on Saturday. According to the IAF, the co-pilot survived the accident and is receiving medical treatment. The aircraft met with the accident while landing at the airbase in Jorhat, triggering an emergency response and firefighting operation within the military facility. The cause of the crash is yet to be ascertained. The Indian Air Force has said that further updates will be provided after assessing the situation. In fact, we have breaking news coming in. In the Indian Air Force, the AN-32 aircraft crash, sources are now indicating that both black boxes have likely remained intact during this crash, and the cockpit voice recorder, which captures the conversations and sounds inside the cockpit, is also believed to be intact. Additionally, the flight data recorder, which stores critical information about the aircraft's performance and flight parameters, is expected to be recoverable. Now, these devices are likely to play a key role in the investigation into the cause of the crash. Joining us on the broadcast is my colleague Pragati Tripathi. With more on this, Pragati, through our sources, we are now getting to know that the cockpit voice recorder, the black box, and also the flight data recorder may likely have survived the impact of the crash. What more could you tell us? Pragati, if you can hear us. We'll try to re-establish that connection with my colleague Pragati, but this is what sources are in fact indicating after this clash. Remember that this happened at 10 a.m. And the Indian Air Force officials have stated that this accident occurred while landing at the Jorhat Airbase in Assam, and an AN-32 transport aircraft was in fact, unfortunately, we've lost the lives of 5 Indian Air Force personnel as well, 3 officers and 2 Agniveers who were on board the aircraft. Remember that right after the accident happened, there was a huge plume of smoke that was rising from behind the hangar. After that, rescue and relief operations in fact started out, and at there were fire brigade tenders that were in fact on the spot trying to rescue the people over there. Unfortunately, the IAF officials have confirmed that we have lost 5 personnel in this tragic accident. Remember that this happened during landing, and the cause of this crash is yet to be ascertained for this unfortunate incident, and the Indian Air Force has in fact also expressed its condolences to the bereaved families. We have the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh as well expressing his condolences to the families, and he stated that he is deeply anguished because of the loss of 5 air warriors in this tragic accident. Let me in fact now go across to my colleague Atul Ranjan, who joins us on the broadcast for more on this. Atul, through our sources, we are in fact getting to know that the black box, the cockpit flight record data might be intact after this crash.
Well, yes, our sources are telling, the top sources from IAF have confirmed that the black boxes of the IAF aircraft that crashed near the Jorhat Air Base has been safely recovered, as well as the voice recorder. That too is said to be intact despite the fatal accident that really ripped apart the aircraft into 2 pieces. Now that is quite significant because, as we know, the black boxes of any aircraft is quite crucial to determine the cause of the accident that may have led to the fatal accident. So clearly that is a big development and a big source, a big relief for investigators who because ultimately the police families would be hoping for a closure in the matter when they would want to be knowing of the causes that may have led to the the death of the soldiers, the personnel, IAF personnel that lost their life. So this development is really a good sign that at least investigators would be able to determine what may have caused the incident, given the fact that 5 personnel have lost their life, and luckily, but one co-pilot has survived and is getting treatment at the nearest hospital.
All right, thank you so much, Atul, for all those details. We're moving forward to some other news coming our way. Lieutenant General Dheeraj Seth, an army